Alright, so we got to the property. First walk up of the house. Of course, I was worried about that ponding in the front from the gutters. Looks like it's green down here, but there's a little bit of mold, a little bit of moss. You can tell it's wet. Yeah, we've got some cracking on the stem wall. A little bit of cracking down there. Looks like there's been a patch applied right there. Over the whole foundation has been patched. Drill and fill marks, these look fairly recent, so they've treated for termites. The moisture issues in the backyard on the side, I'm not surprised. Home inspector, hello. I just got here a minute ago and unlocked the door. I'm gonna bump the heat up to 70 because I'm from Arizona and I'm cold. We got a cracked window. Nosy neighbor across the street. Could be good, could be bad. Alright. That light's not gonna turn on for me today. Garage. Okay. Really skinny water heater. Don't look. I think that's all that's back here. Little shed off the main house. Looks like it's open. Might be locked from the outside. A.O. Smith water heater. I'm guessing 40 gallon. Yep. 2018. It's electric. Yeah, I haven't had any lights turn on yet. There we go. Attic access in the garage, ceiling. So we were curious about those spots on the foundation. We saw it in the listing. Termites. Termite tubes. More termite tubes. This is that wall with some of the patching on it. Moisture issues. So at least they've treated for termites. Looks like the termite tubes have been knocked down. See if we find any more today. Water softener over in the corner. Gonna need to be serviced. Yeah, at least we've got a vent in the garage. We don't have a gas appliance out here, but it's good to have a little bit of ventilation. Some gaps in that door, that's for sure. Closet. Back into the home. Good, we do have lights. Lights here, yep. So I'm not sure what these are for. They're for the garage? Yep, those are your garage lights. Okay. Got it. Kitchen, laminate countertops. Painted cabinets. Is it broken? No, it's cutting board. I like it. Ingenuity at its best. Checking out everything underneath the sinks before we start it. all that paint overspray on the plumbing, and you can tell they just came through and blasted white paint on everything. Dishwasher. Sucker going. Hitting the cabinet here. See that door hits that cabinet? Cha-ching. Check it on. So you can tell the oven, the microwave oven, has been installed since it's been original. It drops down quite a bit lower than just the regular standard vent hood would have. So it's getting pretty close there. We'll measure that in a bit, make sure it's okay. Fridge. These are good fridges, but having an ice maker in the fridge just doesn't make any sense. Did you keep ice cream in the fridge? Okay. Interesting. So the original water line to the refrigerator has been abandoned. That's usually mounted right there at that opening. And they've rerouted it all into a connection in the cabinets down here. Interesting. Feel the heat starting to kick on. Package by the back door. Yep, original doors. A little bit rough. McGriff. Dog. Another original patio door, but hey. Yeah. It's a little bit rough there, but other than that, this thing's not too bad for the age of this door. So this is my first initial walkthrough of the property. When I get here, I turn everything on, get everything cranked up, get the heater going, get the fan going if I can. Boom. Thermostat, got that cranked up to 70. Now the bedrooms with the carpet, that's gonna be a half hot somewhere. So all the outlets are right side up. If that's a switched outlet, unless it goes to the closet, that's motion activated, that should be controlled by one of these light switches. So what you do, turn the power off. We're gonna go around and try and find an outlet that doesn't have any power. power, power. Power. There it is. There's your half hot. So whoever worked on it just swapped that electrical outlet upside down. It should be upside down on a half hot on an outlet that's switched. Attic access in the master closet. Look at that. Light switch on the door. Fancy. Oh, this thing is beautiful. I mean, for its age. It's beautiful for its age. Bathrooms, fans. Water damage? No. Water damage? No. Just fresh paint. Hey, at least they pulled the doors off before they painted. Not everybody does that. Coat closet in Arizona. Just for days like today, I guess. That vent is nasty. That's disgusting. That needs to be cleaned off. See that screw right in the middle? Unscrew that screw, pop your cover off, throw that cover in the dishwasher. Good to go. Not on extra hot. That plastic can't take all that hot temperature. Closet, door guides on the bottom are installed, so this thing isn't going everywhere. So do we have the same issue with the light switch in here? There's no light kit on the ceiling. All the light switches are right side up. So somebody came through and moved that half hot. It's usually on the far wall because you want to light something far away from you. So this is my guess. Am I right? Oh, God, I'm good. Or at least I want to be good. That's your half hot. And that plate just broke off. All right then. Well, we'll get to look at the inside of the light switch, or I mean get to take a look at the inside of the outlet. See what kind of wires we're dealing with. Looks like copper. Just gonna verify that it turns on with the switch. Bingo. We have dual or single pane. Single pane. See, we don't have another pane of glass sandwiching a little piece of weather stripping in the middle of it. Typical single pane design. If it'll open. There we go. A little dusty. Yeah. Oh, these nice old latches. You got to pull it really far and latch it in. Single pane windows, it would make sense to update these sooner than later. Another single pane here. You can see where the air and the water can infiltrate right down in that little crack. You can see on the dowel that we're obviously getting some moisture through this window, through the staining. I don't see moisture damage around the window, but we're getting a little bit in through there. Here's our laundry room. Don't actually have a light in here, so this is not a switch, this is just an outlet. And being so close to the wash machine, it's a wet area, right? So we really want to see GFCI protection here. Don't have it. And when they built this house, this wasn't code. It's code now. That's why I recommend updating that. You see what happens? Move an outlet like that. That's how you break those pieces off, right there. Washer and dryer not hooked up today. Won't be testing them. Again, with the outlet cover back here, it needs to be installed. So doing my heating system check, I've got 2 of these thermometers. They're gonna go around and I'm gonna put them in the registers in 2 different locations in the house. This is a little magnet right here. This is my probe. This is a handle. You either use it to cover it up or pull it out. We're just gonna stick it in the register. Let the magnet do its job and hold it up there. Give it 5-10 minutes to come up to temperature. Make sure the heating system is on and activated. Doorbell works. So surprisingly, the concrete out here looks pretty good. This is definitely going to be your wet spot, your low area, and you need to talk to the buyer and tell them that I noticed that they did some patching on this concrete work out here. This would be the north side of the house. Got some quail running around. This must be... So this is a common wall shared with the neighbor off to this side. So this side of the house we have no access to. I'm getting the best look at the stucco I can from the exterior. Noticing the same stuff, maybe some patching around the foundation. Main water supply coming in. I don't see plumbing cleanouts. We got some quail over there. I like watching quail. guys. There it goes. Alright, no plumbing cleanouts. You got the main water shutoff is right there. Oh, there's your water supply. Looks like it's in the neighbor's yard actually. Wouldn't make any sense to have the irrigation or the water meter on that side of the driveway, so I'm pretty sure this is your house. What I'm going to do to verify that is I'm going to look at the numbers. 06.3. Turn on the water to the house. And verify that it's moving. That's how you verify a water meter that may not be in your yard. So, irrigation controller mounted at the front of the house. System is off, it says. I'll take its word for it. Main water shut off. This thing is not, I don't think it's hooked up anymore. They got that covered, they got that capped. Irrigation system is shot. Needs repair. Do have some soffit vents. House of this age, there's a possibility that they didn't put them on, but they do have them on this house, which is good. I need to get that moisture out of the attic. It's a nice car. Garage door looks good from the exterior. Don't see any bends, or it is bowed out a little bit on this top course. Test it when we get back in for that test. Now some cracking around the driveway. There's your typical settlement. You get water down in this crack here. You see they tried to put some caulking in here. This caulking is dried up, so all the water is going to pond and go down in here. See this line right here? That's your roof runoff from up above. So all that roof water, rainwater, is going to settle back here next to the foundation and go down and create settlement issues in all the concrete above this area. Now they've tried to seal it off, but it needs to be sealed off better. We can prevent further damage by making sure that moisture doesn't get down in there. You can see we don't have any drainage for the backyard. There's no drains installed in the fence. There's nowhere for that water to go. Electrical panel, we'll come back to that in a minute. Fences and gates. Now this is the neighbor's house. And they've got some moisture issues on their foundation. So we can see from the backyard that where does all the roof water go? Where's all the runoff going? The house is actually almost lower than the yard. Do have some wood siding, so watch your head on these things. These awnings are nice for shade, but they'll cut right through your head. I know. Down there. So the trim, deteriorated. I don't need to probe it to kind of show you what's going on here, but you can kind of tell some of that is just deteriorated. I don't need to damage it more to tell you. This nail is starting to back out. Some minor updates to the trim work. Got a gable vent for the attic up top. We've got some, get it in here, deteriorated caulking up at the fascia area. Well, for as big as this house is, this is the only gutter installed. The only single gutter, and it dumps it right next to the foundation anyway. So we're going to have more settlement issues because all this moisture has got absolutely nowhere to go. Used to have a pretty big tree out here, it looks like. Great idea is cut some of this out, create yourself a low spot. Give that water somewhere to go. If you can't get it out to the front yard, which is dang near impossible here. See a little bit of patching to the, probably got watered a little bit too much on the other side. See, this is the side of the house, and this is a common wall with the neighbors. All the roof runoff that comes over here has got nowhere to go. Not only do we not have a drain installed on that fence in the front, but the settlement and the grading has made this situation even worse. A little bit of cracking around that column. Likely got soft and there's a lot of weight on this column, pushed down on the concrete, cracked it out. And on these windows, these glass doors, if I wanted to break into your bedroom, it would take not much. If I wanted to break into your bedroom through this door, it would take me about 2 seconds, and I'm in. Screens on the sliding doors. They're original, but they still look good. More termite treatment. Electrical outlet here. We'll test it. And we've got nothing. Could be a GFI trip somewhere in the house. See some of that stucco gap around the outlet here. That'll let bugs in, that'll let water in. So we need to get power down to that outlet, or at least try. And some more of this concrete settlement and cracking. Little shed. There's your doggy door, plumbing clean out next to it. Let's see if this outlet has power. No power there. So the kitchen window, missing a screen. You could add anti-siphon devices to the end of this hose bib to prevent water from going back into your house from your yard. These are expansion joints. These are typically installed on a stucco wall. They control all the cracking, so instead of having random cracks all over the wall, they tried to pre-designate where the cracking was going to occur, the expansion and contraction. This is where the stucco is going to move it in and out. That's why we're not seeing a bunch of cracks around the window or a bunch of cracks all over in the stucco today. There we go. Just a sticky door into that closet. All right. Let's see what we got up on the roof here. Now the verbiage in the listing said the roof was new. As a home inspector, I don't know what that means. Oh, the trim up here is very deteriorated on the roof surface. Doesn't have proper flashing here. So all the water that's going to be down here is just going to get sucked up into this trim on this wood siding. Need some better flashing in that area. Look at that air conditioner. That thing is ancient. American standard though. Nothing runs like a train. It's train, American standard, manufactured date 2006. Got a 42, so we got a 3.5 ton unit. Max Fuse is calling for 45. We'll verify with our pictures and make sure that that's the proper one that's installed. Plenum back here has got some areas where they did some testing, some probe holes that have been patched. Heck, you got a dead pigeon down there. You can tell the grill on the side of the air conditioner has been broke off. That just means that these metal fins in here, which actually cool the coolant, are more susceptible to damage. I don't see any damage to the fins itself, but this guard is definitely broken. Some of the sealant around those is getting a little bit deteriorated. Need to come back through here and reseal all those up. We do not have much ventilation here. We don't have any ventilation on the roof surface. We have gable vents and soffit vents, and that's it. Pretty typical for a house of this age, but on the front of the house, if we had gutters that wrapped around here and distributed water out to the front, perfect. Okay, so that's going to be a vent for your dryer. Well, let's see what we got above the garage. Oh, we got a little scuttle hole going over to the main attic area. Plywood sheathing. Some stuff stored up here. Nothing crazy. Don't see any water leaks. Which is good. I'm just verifying that the water issues around the foundation is coming just from poor drainage and not a roof leak. This up here on the ceiling on the ridge, that's called a ridge vent. This was installed later on. This is to help ventilation. So not only do we have soffit ventilation, gable vent ventilation, but we also have some ventilation through this ridge vent. And that should be all throughout the attic. That's good to see that. I like that. Well, it's been about 15-20 minutes. Let's pull these down, see where we're at. Temperature wise, we're at 102.9. I've got one up over here in the other bedroom. 103.2. Beautiful. For a heat pump, that is awesome. We're actually looking for 95 degrees or above on a heat pump. 100 degrees is great. So I'm gonna hop up in the other access now, in the bedroom closet. Let's see. This might be a little bit of fun. It's a rather dark attic space. Okay. So definitely, I guess, stinks up here like urine. Somebody's definitely moved around the insulation quite a bit in some areas. Look down there. I need to get over there and check this stuff out. This is gonna be dirty. You're up moving around in your attic, always remember to put your feet on something sturdy. So you can see the condensate line for the roof. Nice. They actually put a metal pan underneath this joint because they expected it to leak. It's not a good sign. Yep. Another case of the duct tapes. We don't like it at all. It's not even very secure up here. It's not even out the roof surface. So yeah, they've done some work down the middle of this house here. Here's your actual dryer vent. You think that's good? There's all the dryer lint up in the attic. It's gonna catch fire because your laundry vent is not going outside properly. And I'm guessing that other vent over there that we saw up on the roof surface, if we can see it, I'm guessing that's for your stove exhaust. We'll have to verify that though. But this is your laundry vent. Can't have duct tape on it. Can't have corrugated metal because lint will get caught on that. And it's going up through the roof surface. There's not many options you can do for the way that the laundry room is set up in this house other than going through the roof, but this has got to be solid. This is even okay. I'd rather see that. It feels heavy. It feels like it's plugged. Time to get out of here. So these are your main air returns up to the heat pump on the roof surface. They're insulated now, but that insulation falls off over time. Got some of the rigid ductwork for your HVAC system from the original unit, or the original ductwork that's rigid throughout the house. So this is just tied into all that. Okay. Good nail. Oh, took it right to the side. Ow. I think I poked myself pretty good on a nail.